no matter how much of knowledge that is being passed on to you, no matter how good the teacher or the instructor of that particular knowledge, no matter how good he is, if he even happens to be the best in the whole world, passing that particular knowledge to you, if you do not experiment, let me use that word, if you do not experiment such knowledge, if it's not tested, if it's not being put into action, all of such knowledge is considered useless because it does not translate to result, or it will not translate to result rather. What does this mean? If I have a group of students who are medical students and I happen to be their teacher, their lecturer, who is also a medical lecturer, let me use that word, and I've been teaching them, I taught them anatomy, taught them physiology, neuroanatomy, embryology, neuroanatomy, that's the brain and the spinal cord, taught them anatomy of the blood, anatomy and physiology of all of the organs of the system and the rest of them, all of the organ and systems of the body and the rest of them. And I never for any day expose these students of mine to a real life practical examples of them handling cases of, of these things that they are being taught. How to treat injuries, how to treat wound, how to resuscitate, or how to render first aid to a fainting individual. No matter how much I would be teaching, all of those knowledge will be considered useless because when it will matter most, they will not be able to translate it to action. And when they are not able to translate to action, results will not take place. So remember that result is the name of the game. You understand? Result is the name of the game. So this also means that, they will be good medical students in med theory, but they will not be good certified medical experts in reality. You understand? Now, what does this mean? It means that theory is good, theory is perfect, but it is practical that will actually give you that result that you actually what intending to have at the moment, and not until you start practicing that particular knowledge that you've acquired, not until you start putting them into practice, not until you start putting them into practical. It is you and somebody who do not have such knowledge, you are not better than such person. You understand? I've made a particular video here on this particular place, and I say that, do not let your learning lead to knowledge, let it lead to action. And, you make a fortune. But if you learn your knowledge, lead to learning, you become a fool. That's one. And if one time personal development expert once said that, do not let your knowledge lead to learning. If it leads to learning, you become a fool. But when it leads to action, you make a fortune. So today I'm also coming now to challenge you that, knowledge is not enough. Knowledge is good, yes, but it's not enough. If you do not take an action, result that such a knowledge is supposed to actually bring, it will not bring it. You understand? It's the reason why you discover that, if you are a job seeker, let me use a job seeker as a very good example. If you are a job seeker, you discover that they've looked at your educational qualifications. Yes, you are qualified. But majority of the time they ask for experience, working experience. Working experience is a sign that, this thing, you are not only have taught how to do it, you have done it before. So you coming there now is not something new. You are not new to it. So you can easily do it again, or you can easily, if you've not done exactly like it before, you can easily do it, because by virtue of translating the experience that you've had from your previous roles, especially if the roles are related, you can easily maneuver it with a little guidance from your new manager or your new supervisor on that particular new role that you are intending to go in for, you are applying for already. You can easily translate those knowledge that from former job, and you get to be able to do that job as soon as possible, the shortest possible time, and you start getting results. You understand? It is based on this that, I encourage people who are learning skill, who are studying, who are going through any kind of educational program, to, for as early as possible, go for an internship, go for volunteering opportunities, so that's where you can easily get a hands-on experience as early as possible. Do not wait till you complete your program before you go put in your application and you do not have any working experience. So when you are still studying, your holidays, don't just allow the holidays to roll away like that. Apply for internship opportunities. Apply for volunteering opportunities, both the ones that are paid and even if they are not paid, apply, get the knowledge, get the field experience. You understand? Get the field experience is very, very important. The field experience, you will not see that there is a gap between theory and practical. So it is that volunteering and internship experience that will now help you to bridge that particular gap that exists between theory and practical. And you begin to see what you were taught and versus how it truly plays out in reality, or how it truly plays out on the field or on the job. You understand? So when you go back to maybe to continue your studies or to finish your studies, when you are taught maybe other things that are related, it might even be that maybe you actually experienced them during your previous internship or your previous volunteering roles. You understand? So they don't look vague or look strange to you anymore. So this is how results actually what are produced on the long run. The results are produced by action, not by mere knowledge. So if you want result, knowledge is good. Yes, it's a very, very first basis, but do not neglect action. Taking action as soon as possible, as early as possible, because that's where your result will actually come from. This Deficit Podcast, do to like this video and subscribe this channel. And if you have any comment, you can drop in the comment section. And as usual, I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.